Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome into the Credit Union Center in beautiful Kingston, Nova Scotia. My name is Jeff McIntyre with High Buck Sports. AAA matchup. Individually take up the Jets and the hometown Valley Wildcats. Nice one home. Going to hand you off to PA announcer for opening. We'll be back shortly.
Valley Wildcats will next select the second player today, Roland the Body Collins. He plays for the Western Valley U16. He's the Western Valley Syndicate, and his favorite player is Josh Cameron of the Valley Wildcats. Please rise and remove your headwear from the player of national anthem.
We're just about ready to get things kicked off here. Before we do, we'll introduce the starting lineup for this afternoon's game. We'll go forward to Cape and Tech from 17, Canada 11, and at the other end, the Valley Wildcat number 30, Owen Wood. Off the stick of Ward, and that'll dribble down onto Witter. Nice headman pass into the middle by the Jets, but nothing to show for it as it rolls off the stick of Isaac Ward. Takes off one back to McIntyre. Puts it towards the goal. Witter makes the easy stop, cleared to the corner, back to McIntyre. Can't clear to the corner. Turned over to the Wildcats now. Pass in the middle. With the stick. Phillips. 2 minutes or less in roughing. All started with the Wildcats player or hard to net slowing them back. Green, I believe.
Thank you.
This is pretty bad, guys. This is really bad. It's really bad. Yeah, it's so bad. No, it's okay. It's the best I can have, but there's no volume, no sound, nothing. Oh my God. Guys, don't clap. I'm serious. Guys, I'm telling you, if you watch this back, it's horrible. The referee is horrible. I know I'm trying to be neutral here. It's really, really bad. Thank you, though. Wildcat zone. 16 seconds left on the power play. McIntyre, Pennington in the middle, just off the stick there is Ward. Back to the point. McIntyre walks around his checker, walks to the middle, can't get the shot away. Pitches it there to Ward. Ward puts out the middle, stopped by Witter, rebound jam. Comes free and shut down the ice. Just as the penalized player comes back on, McCray, he drops it off. Chopped off the stick there of Ringette. Puck's in the corner, dug out by the Wildcats. Possession turned over, but they can't find the exit to the zone. McIntyre puts it back down to his corner. Boards off Green, lays it up the boards. And it'll slide down the ice, but it's off the Wildcat. And they wave off icing initially, and after all. Off inside the Jet zone. Put towards the goal. There's going to be a penalty behind the goal as soon as the Wildcats touch up. Jets player was dumped behind the net. Jack Terry looks like the guilty party for the Wildcats will have the box.
Easy try.
Back to the power play. McIntyre holds it off the ball. Simmons shots negated there. Takes his punched into the woods there. McIntyre regains possession, gain the line. There's the shot on the body just wide of the near post. In the corner. Knocks his man down. From along the half ball. That's going to take it free. Keep possession inside the offensive zone. Laid down to the corner. Simmons with it, back to the top for McIntyre. McIntyre, his shot off the skate. Gains the run. Race along the side here. Jets back check to gain possession again. Here's Cole Simmons of the Jets through the neutral zone. He'll gain the line. As it's tripped inside the line, never just get outside. Boston McDonald of the Jets tries to headman the puck to Simmons. McIntyre spaces into the middle. Quick shot. Stopped by Witter. To the side, into the middle. Walked in his Butters. Butters, quick shot. Oh, Butters. Goal block. Beats Witter. Up a lead and a half. 2-1. Power play goal. Looks like the net was on for that one if you're a Jets fan, so it's going to count. .32 left in the second. 2-1 Wildcats after that latest Jets goal. Not sure what we're paused again for. This happened after the first goal the Jets scored, and that was negated. Now the referees are having another chat. Not quite sure what that one is about, but the goal stands. Restart. Possession to Stoddard of the Wildcats. He fires it in on Levac. Played around the boards. Now to slide out. Ward with it for the Jets. Burning down the wing. Has it swept off his stick. Will regain possession. Tries to play it into the middle. Good play there. From Lee shot deflected before he could get to the goal. Wait around. By the Wildcats in front. He can't pick it up immediately. Matt will fire it back in. Also pass off the stick there. Possession regained by the Jets just inside their zone. Played out to the neutral zone and fired right back in. Now LeBlanc with it. He has it knifed off his stick. Chase down his own zone and it does. Avoids the first check. Now Kuro has it. He has it knocked off his stick by Ward. He's played up the wing. It's reversed by the Wildcats. He's turned on this one's going to be Pemberton. He's knocked down from behind. Body's flying all over the ice. Potential 2-on-1 here for the Wildcats. Banks back in. Oh, it's just wide of the far post. Hitting the corner. Sticks are up.
Open your eyes, Rep.
McIntyre with it now. Get off the boards and out. McIntyre gets a stick on that. Put it straight into the middle. McIntyre has a chance at goal. He goes off the crossbar. Great left pitch by McIntyre. He's looking to dig to the puck. And now the Wildcats gain possession. They go quickly to the neutral zone. 3-on-1 chance coming. Big play there by Pemberton. Shot doesn't get to the goal. Chipped up the boards. Lawson with it into the middle for McIntyre. And that is a very tight ball. He picked it up and just offside at the line. 27 left in the second. It's been an eventful period so far. More chatting with the referees, I see. It's trying to get the line change in. Off the drop. Controlled by the Wildcats. Played in by Ketty. LeBlanc back forward for the Jets, played it up the wing, chipped into the center, just off the stick, but regained by LeBlanc. LeBlanc will gain the line. Can't get it towards the goal. It's down to the corner. It'll be a penalty, I believe. Looks like Stephon LeBlanc for 6 of the Jets. Roughing will be the call, I believe. It seems as if the referees have decided to call everything in this one all of a sudden. That wasn't much of a benefit. Wildcats will head back to the power play. Good chance to get that one back. Stoddard has it at the point. Puts it towards the goal. Good kick save there by Levac. Kept in at the far point. Laid down low. Wildcats with control. Quick shot to the goal. Off a body in front and just drifts by of the near post. Back behind the net is Breen. They'll survey. Leave it behind the goal. Back in the slot for Breen. Stoddard couldn't handle that. Quick shot now coming from Terry. And that is gloved down by Levac. Good movement there by the Wildcats. An even better glove save by Levac. Minute and 34 left in the power play for the Wildcats. Wildcats win the draw. Quick shot coming and stand on by McCray. Jets aren't able to clear. Bouncing puck, dug free by Phillips, but he can't get it outside the zone. He'll get a second chance now, and he'll get it to the neutral zone as he's knocked off his feet. Played ahead. Here's Terry with it. Through the neutral zone with speed. Over the line. He'll cut up and set things up. Put into the middle. Stopped by McIntyre. Cleared to the board. Quick shot off the side of the goal. Attempt by Terry, and that's fired down the ice. 55 seconds left in the power play opportunity here. Down the corner of Phillips. Trying to kill some valuable seconds off. Good stretch pass, and that's going to miss it. its target. Icing should be the call, and it is. Face-off for ball. Play that down inside the Wildcats zone. 39 seconds left. Poked ahead by McIntyre. Pearl will have to regroup in his own zone. As Morrison shadowing him there. Next pass just gets by McIntyre, but it's out of the reach of Breen. Played up the boards, but taken over there. Big scrum in the corner. 4 men battling for the puck. Played up to the wall. Morrison can't get it by Pearl at the point. Played back down to the corner. Still possession inside the zone. Quick shot. Blocked in front by Pemberton. Played back to the point. Shot on goal. Side shot. Just chopped wide by McRae. Into the middle. Good stick there by Foss McDonald. And McIntyre will gain possession for the Jets. We're back to 5-on-5. McIntyre stretch. Headman the puck is just taken away by Pearl. Glove down just about. They're calling that a hand pass, but it's certainly not. It's just off a body of one of the Jets players. Face-off will be in the neutral zone here. Restart, played over the open wing, swept down inside the Jet zone. Backboard is Black. He takes a big hit along the boards, but keeps the puck going. Kept in at the line by Ketty. Played back down. LeBlanc plays it quickly to Black, and that headman pass is just off the stick of Simmons. And Ringette backboard. He'll just get it out, actually just on the line. Trippy play inside the zone, and just in the neutral zone. That pass connects with Penny. His pass from Simmons back to Penny, goes into the corner. Made up the board. Black keeps it in. Shot towards the glass. Back in front. And that'll play up and over the glass. Face off from inside the Wildcat zone. Terry, he has it knocked off his stick, and that's an offside call. Late call, but the right one. McIntyre got just enough on Terry to cause that play to go offside, as he was caught flat-footed. Restart. McIntyre, fans on that breakout pass behind the goal. Scrum for it along the boards, flipped off the boards, and that will just be kept in by Breen at the line. But Lee gets it ahead for the Jets. Bodies are flying all over the ice, and they're letting them play all of a sudden as well. Referees can't seem to make up their mind in this one, whether they want to call everything or let everything go. Raleigh was knocked down initially on the entry, which was fine, but then he was knocked down again without the puck. I'm sure the kids are having a hard time figuring out what's allowed to say. That's control. Took to the front. Just out of the reach of the on-rushing Jets player. Breakaway chance here. Good hustle from Colton Butters to get back. Pass into the middle. Ricochets out. Shot on goal. That makes the initial stop, and the rebound's cleared to the corner. Back behind the net, McCray. Centering pass. Off McIntyre's foot. Picked up there by Lee. Lee gets it ahead to Crowley. Crowley tries to find Butters on the back door. Can't do so. And now we have a screaming match by the coaches complaining about a neck guard that's been dislodged. Penalty on the play as that initial shot just goes off the glove of Labatt and over the goal. Try to see what this latest power play is going to be. You know it's bad when you're not even sure what to call it. Looks like Carter Lee, number 7 of the Jets, will sit for 2 minutes or less. And I honestly could not tell you what to call this one. Wildcats will head back to the power play. 10:08 left in the second period. Pokes to the point, but kept in there. Cross-play speed is negated. Chance here for the Jets, short-handed. Matt Phillips walks in, shot. Matt Phillips picks the corner on Owen Williams with a short-handed goal. And we're tied at 2. 9:55 left in the second period. Phillips strikes short-handed for the Jets. Ward goes straight ahead with it. Has it knocked off the stick inside the zone, takes a hit, and just chips the puck behind the goal. 35 left in the second period. Pardon me, left in the power play for the Wildcats. Here's Terry, big strong power play for the Wildcats through the neutral zone. He'll gain the line. Shot on goal, blocked by Pemberton and into the corner. Terry regains possession. Cross-ice speed just out of the reach of Etheridge as he swings and misses in front. Laid down to Terry, but out of his reach. LeBlanc plays it into the corner, but Terry picks it up. Battle to the point, kept in there. Quick shot on goal, glove down by Daniel Labatt of the Jets. 1:01 left in the power play. Time to line up here, I'm not sure why. Off the draw, face-off one, and fired down the ice by Stefan LeBlanc of the Jets. This man honestly looks at Crowley behind the goal, tries to go to the back door. Might have had a Michigan attempt there, but couldn't find the handle. Banks plays it ahead to Green. Green just does get it back. Put there by Crowley, played to an open wing. Here's Gambin over the line. Quick shot off the stick there of Pemberton. Played to the wing. That'll be played down the ice. Just outside the line, actually. Trey plays it across. Quick there by Crawley. Crawley to the lane. Shot on goal. Just off the shoulder of Winter. And over the glass. That'll play. Another great short-handed opportunity for Crawley. Tied at 2 with 8:28 left here in the second period. 20 seconds remain for the latest Wildcat power play. McIntyre has a chance. Has it roll off the stick, but bounces back. And it's played down the ice by the Wildcats. That's going to be an icing call. Face-off will come all the way back down inside the Wildcats zone.
Crawley spins off his jet. Lane to the net. Quick shot. Just off the stick of Winter in front. Laid back down to the corner. Crawley takes a hit but keeps the puck moving. McIntyre steps up. Can't find the puck. Crawley does for the Jets. And now Wildcats have it momentarily. But Butters comes in. The streak is there. Behind the goal, Stoddard plays it around. Finds his winger. Laid in the middle, and that's going to get by the defense. McIntyre back the other way is Etheridge of the Wildcats. Sharp angle shot as he let the puck get a little too far ahead of him. And the Wildcats get away with too many men at the bench. You can hear the crowd screaming. Player coming off the Wildcats bench played the puck long before their players got off. And they definitely got away with one there. Looks like there is going to be a call. Cross-checking. Uptick calling was dumped back to the whistle there. Madden Landon, number 22 of the Wildcats, 52 minutes or less. 7:37 remaining here in the second period. Two games, Jets and Wildcats. Jets looking to get things organized. After I spoke recently about off the job, looks like a breakaway coming here. Carries in, shoots, big save there by Labatt. That should have been an offside call on the Wildcats, but for some reason it's let go. McIntyre leaves it behind the goal. Here's Phillips with it. Big stop from Labatt there on the power play. Ahead to Morrison. He gets away with a dangerous touch in the middle. Back to McIntyre. McIntyre shot. Rebound just wide of the near post. Daring attempt to shut down along the boards by Phillips. Phillips looking for an option. Puts it behind the net for Pemberton, but it's out of his reach. Back to the top for McIntyre. McIntyre down low. Good shot on goal. Pad save from Witter. Rebounds there. Battle for it behind the net. Dug free. Back to the top for McIntyre again. He'll find Ward. Ward, cross-ice feed, is off the stick. And it'll just be off the stick of Ward, and McIntyre will keep it in. Plays it down low. Here's Morrison with it. Back to McIntyre. McIntyre trying to walk through the middle. Goes wide. Good shot. Rebounds there. They score! McIntyre coming to the man. The winner makes the first save. But it's over by Cash and Morrison of the Jets. And just like that, it's 3-2 Jets with 6:17 left in the second period. Power play goal by the Jets, and this game is turned on its head. Off the restart, Simmons just drops it off his man stick. Now we have Foss McDonald in his own zone, looking for an option, loses the handle momentarily, but gets away with it. Back the other way come the Wildcats quickly. Stripped of the puck, there was Ringette. And it's flipped high. Aerial pass to Simmons, but he can't take that cleanly. Ringette comes in to clean it up. Played hard off the glass and down the ice. Here's LeBlanc with it. Gets it across. Here's Black now. Plays it off the boards, and Penny will get a stick on that. Sent right back where it came from. Black will get another chance. LeBlanc, back to Black. Black with it. Hard off the boards. Gets out to center. Big reverse hit at center. Gambin was dumped there. Played down the ice just inside. Here's McDonald with it. Short side shot. High and over the goal. LeBlanc does well to keep it at the line. Gets it across. In the skate of McDonald, and now come the other way for the Wildcats. A good back check from Penny. Played to the center ice area, and it's sent back down. It's going to be a penalty, I believe. Or maybe it's just a high stick made contact with the puck. Yeah, it's the latter. Just a high stick played the puck. Face-off will be inside the Jets zone. 5:02 left on the clock in the second period. Off the draw, played up the boards by Long. Taken over by Lee, just chipped out the center. Chance for Butters. He's in on a great shot. Shut down by Witter as he tries to get back. Witter shutting the door. Played down the ice off McIntyre's skate. He's got Nickerson on his tail, but he clears it up the boards and out. Icing's going to be waved off on this one. Back to it. Wildcats inside the zone. Cuts to the middle. This is Cameron. Cameron through the neutral zone. He'll gain the line and fire it in. Terry on the far side picks it up. Cuts back. Loses the puck to Lee. It's a little help there from his friends, but it's played up the wing into the middle. Here's
Crawley just has the foot knocked off his stick and is back checking the ball back forward. And now going to be kept in by Pemberton. Pemberton send it right back down to Crawley. He has it knocked off his stick. Right up the board, but kept in by McIntyre. Here's Lee with it. Lee trying to center it. That's shut down nicely. Glove down by McIntyre at the line. McIntyre finds Crawley. Crawley shot. Big save there from Witter. Nice setup from McIntyre to find Crawley.
Clutch pass off of McIntyre at center. He'll find Pemberton with it. Plays it off the boards to Butters.
Can't take it cleanly, and Green will take over there.
Green gains the line. Drops it off. Terry shot blocked by McIntyre, and then he's flattened for his troubles.
Headman pass connection. Butters. Butters shot. Stopped by Witter again. Second chance for Butters in the last minute or two. Played to the line. Looking at exit as
Pemberton has his stick lifted. Etheridge. Hey! And yet again, a very late shot by Etheridge. And Levatt, lucky enough for him, he was ready for it. And the Jets go right after him, rightfully so. And of course, they're going to get penalized, I believe. And conveniently for you Wildcat fans, this should not be an even up call, as Etheridge started the entire thing by shooting the puck well after the whistle. And it looks to me like the Jets have two players in the box, and the Wildcats only have the one. I don't agree with the call at all. If you're going to allow a player to shoot well after the whistle, you have to expect a response. And if you want to stop the entire thing from happening, penalize the one who started it, and they'll think twice about doing it next time. .305 left in the second period. Waiting to see the calls here. Referees having discussion with the timekeeper's bench. Looks like a 4-minute power or penalty has been assessed to Carter Lee of the Jets, number 7. And after all of that, the Wildcats are awarded a 4-minute power play. after committing the foul themselves to begin the entire process. I have to say I don't agree with it, but it is what it is. I don't see how that should be rewarded, but here we are. Our play back for the Wildcats, 1 minute variety. Possession game on the half ball, back to the point. Gambin with it. Quick shot towards the goal. It's off a stick of Ward and into the corner. Wildcats regain possession, played back to the point. Here's Gambin with it again. Gambin walks in, and that shot is gloved down by Levac, and he'll hold for a whistle. Off the draw, Gambin keeps it inside the line. Pearl walks to the front, shot blocker stopped there by Levac. Punch to the corner, but taken over there. LeBlanc has his pocket pick, but it's into the corner. Black knocked off the puck. Possession regained behind the goal. Pearl centering, or pardon me, Pearl takes the pass. Regroup, puts it back to the center. Ringette drops it off there, played back down low. Prey looking for the handle. Played into the middle, but just chopped off the stick there. Morrison gets it to head for Ward. Ward tries to beat the last man, Landon, but can't do so. He battles his man hard. And Pearl has it now for the Wildcats, gains the line. He cuts up, fires it across. Ringette walks in, shot, big save, rebounds there. Shot, they score. Rebound in front. That made the first two stops, and it's banged home by the Wildcats to tie the game at 3. Looks like Gambin leading the charge over there. He's credited with the goal. And that's only going to take care of the first 2 minutes of the double minor for head contact. Wildcats will still be on the power play here. 1 minute 52 left in the second period. Off the restart. Possession is gained by Stoddard. He'll try to set it up in his own zone. Left behind, Banks, crossway speed. Finds Terry. Terry will gain the line and fire it in. Landon has possession on the far side. Up top to Green. Back to the short side shot. Off the side of the net and wide. Back behind the net. Terry tries to walk to the middle. Jam plays there. Just taken away at the last second. McIntyre hauled down. No call on the play. McDonald swings and misses. Just going to be kept in at the line. Wildcats with possession again. Has it knocked off his stick. Boss McDonald trying to get away, but can't. He's held up at center. And no call again. Referees are having a tough afternoon, my friends. Played into Levac, lying in the crease. Bodies flying everywhere and cleared to the corner. Breen takes a wild shot, but it's off a set of shin pads. That centering pass is off of Pemberton. And the Jets are trying to get to the end of this period with a tie. Puck's into the corner. Pemberton knocks his man down, but falls down himself. Good shot off of McIntyre and into the corner. Jets laying out to block everything out there. Shot towards the side of the net. That goes wide. Green leaves it there. Cameron walks in, shoots. That gets through, and Levac gloves it down for a face-off. 8 seconds left on the clock. 17 seconds left in the double minor to Parker Lee of the Jets. That draws one cleanly out to center by the Wildcats. Pass ahead misses, and that'll be sent down the ice by LeBlanc. And that will do it for the second period of play. After 2, we have a tie game, 3-all, between the Cape Breton Jets and the Valley Wildcats. We'll be back after the plugs. Period. We'll talk soon. we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Puck's played ahead. Pearl with it through the neutral zone. Walks in, has his stick lifted. Cleared to the line, but kept in. Headed down low. Stopped away. Off the skate of Pearl at the line. Body's flying really here in the third period. Flipped ahead by McIntyre. He plays it ahead to Crawley. Crawley drives it back to McIntyre. McIntyre shot. Blocker stopped by Witter. Good rush from McIntyre and Crawley. McIntyre plays it back. Headman pass to Lee by LeBlanc, but it rolls off his stick. Jets moving the puck quickly here to start the third. Back into the Jet zone now. Cross ice fast feed to Crawley. Into Lee. Lee's shot off the shin pads of Gosling, I believe, of the Wildcats, and he'll drop it back. Played back to him by Banks. He'll pick up that pass, or pardon me, that's Breen, I believe. Hard to see the number. Breen walks over, has a man to beat. Black knocks the puck off his stick. Violet on the boards, dug free by the Wildcats. Skated to the middle, back to Austin. His shot blocked in front by LeBlanc. LeBlanc flip it into the neutral zone. Phillips tries to skate onto it, just about does. LeBlanc following up the play, puts it into the corner and lays his man into the boards. Jets trying to full court press here. Ward comes back and picks it up, lays it off the boards and out to the neutral zone. Phillips avoids the first forechecker and gets it to Morrison. Morrison bobbles it just inside the line. Wildcats plays to an open wing, picked up now. Etheridge plays it back down low. McIntyre will have to go back for it. Leaves it there for Long. Long plays it up top. Played in the middle. Not much on it, but it gets through to Ward. Ward gives chase down the wing on Cameron. Centering pass. Picked off by McIntyre, but he can't quite find it. Spinning shot towards the goal off the skate in front. That pass across doesn't reach Etheridge, but he lifts the stick of Phillips. And back the other way comes the Wildcats as they decide to just flip it in. Played off the boards by McIntyre and out to neutral zone. Petty bobbles it. That pass doesn't get to its target. Troop just about loses it to the on-rushing Penny, but he regains possession. Kept in at the line. Actually, they say it's offside. Landon regains possession, fires it across the ice. That pass connects with Troop and will be fired down inside the Jet zone. Back for McIntyre. McIntyre plays it ahead. Chips it back to himself, but he can't get any further than center. McRae now takes possession. Puts it across for Banks. Banks bobbles it at center. Pass across is knocked off the stick there by Long. And it'll be dumped down inside the zone. Dangerous rolling puck behind the net. McIntyre plays it up to McDonald. McDonald can't take it cleanly. Get it over inside the zone now. Played down to the corner. Wildcats with possession. McRae with it. He's battled by McDonald. Loose puck into the corner. That's dropped off there. Gets through. Quick shot. Just wide of the goal. May have ticked off something on the way to the goal. Cycle down. Pearl with it. Leave it there, passing to the middle. Going there, chopped off the stick there by LeBlanc, and out to center. Wingette regains, and he'll fire it all the way back down. McIntyre, who's been stuck out there for quite a while, hard run around. Simmons drops it for LeBlanc. LeBlanc heads it up to McDonald. McDonald, quick shot on goal, and that had an eye for the far post, but just missed. Played ahead in a big check at center by Pemberton. Didn't get all of his man, but did enough to disrupt the rush. Now LeBlanc with it, he'll flip it high. Glove down at center by McDonald. McDonald just gets it over the line, or doesn't actually. Nicholson tries to come back the other way, but that's an offside call. Wildcats have to tag up. By Terry, and it goes high. Loose puck in the center. Quick shot. That is off. That's love and high over the goal over the net. 14:55 left in the third period. Wildcats 3, Jets 3. It's been a wildly entertaining and crazy game. Directed towards the goal. Body, big hit along the boards. Black takes it hard into the corner. Crawley, cross-ice feed, tries to find Butters. Can't find him, a little too far ahead of him. Flip to an open wing. Black with it there. He can't find the handle as he's driven into the boards. Crawley comes back to load up on his man, and he'll fire it back down inside the Wildcat zone. Back for it, Stoddard. He's bodied there. Left just knocked out of the air nicely by Crawley, but he can't get it ahead any further. Butters comes in, or pardon me, that's a Lee. Headman pass connects with Terry. He'll gain the line, tries to go wide on the block. Block shuts that down. Into the corner. Green and McIntyre battle for it. Loose puck dug free. Terry comes into the corner. Quick shot. Just knifed away by LeBlanc. Or pardon me, Levac. They do an open wing. Played into the middle. Ooh, referee, pardon me, linesman taken out heavy at center. Gambin. Over the line, has it chipped off his stick. That's not going to get outside the line, and way behind the goal. McIntyre back for it. Two jets there, can't decide who's going to take it. Left off the boards, but not out. Kenny with it now. Kenny shot blocked by McIntyre. McIntyre thrown into the glass. And Lee comes back and does the same. Bodies are flying in this one. And looks like McIntyre has been knocked down in the corner. And that's going to draw a penalty as both referees have their arms up. And they look to be discussing what the call is going to be. Number 15, Jaden Etheridge, heading to the box for roughing. 13-18 left in the third, and the Jets will go to the power play with an opportunity to take the lead. Still no penalty up on the board, and now they do. 2 minutes or less for roughing. 15 of the Wildcats. Jets win the draw. Here's Phillips with it. At the top of the umbrella, quick shot off a stick, and that will ramp up over the glass. Quick stick there by McRae, not allowing that shot to get through the net. Draw, scrambles, free. Wildcats fire it down the ice to the Phillips at center. Loose puck. Finally gathered up, but Phillips can't find it with his feet. Morrison battles it along the boards. Played to an open wing by Phillips into the middle for LeBlanc. LeBlanc lined up nicely there, has the puck dispossessed. That shot actually hits LeBlanc in the head. Phillips will give, or pardon me, Sid Pemberton will give chase into the corner. Big pile up along the boards, dug free by Pemberton, played to the half wall. Quick pass across by LeBlanc, off the stick of Phillips. Phillips spins off his man, loses an edge, regains possession, played behind the goal. Played over to the half wall for Ward. Quick shot on goal, pad save, rebounds there. Good stop by Witter, and a nice low covered shot from LeBlanc to get it towards the goal. 54 seconds left in the power play now. Here's Stephon LeBlanc weaving through the neutral zone. He'll gain the line. Leaves it there for Ward. Ward's pass back to Phillips. Misses. McIntyre dives but has it knocked away. Chance for Terry. Short-handed behind the goal. Dug free by McIntyre. With a little help from Phillips. Left there for Phillips. He is shut down by Terry. Terry doing great work here. Cuts to the center. It's knocked away by Black. Good forecheck. Short-handed here by the Wildcats. McIntyre with it now, trying to settle things down. Lays it behind the goal. Bass lost his stick. McIntyre's going to grab it for him. And the Jets trying to point things in the right direction here. Here's Butters, gains the line, fires it back down. Just about it for the power play here. Kept in at the line by Black. Black tries to make a move. He's knocked off the puck hard. Good back check by the Jets. That's just outside at the line. Dribbles into the corner. Nicholson knocked off the Puck keeps going to regain possession. Back to the point for Troop. Troop shot. Blocked the puck by McIntyre. McIntyre has a lane to break things out. He has a forechecker on his back. McIntyre knocked off stride just inside the line. Looks to be injured on the play. Headman pass is good. He's in. He shoots. Big save. And they're celebrating. The referee's waving it off. Levat had it initially. They had been pushed into the goal by Jaden Etheridge. Wildcat on the breakaway. Referees emphatically waved it off immediately. And the Jets dodge a goal. Face off the beat inside the Jets zone after that dangerous chance. Off the draw, possession. Possession went to the Wildcats. Quick shot on the point. Easy close stop there. 10:35 left here in the third period. Been a wild one from the puck drop. And for a wild finish. Made up the boards. And that's reverse play. Roberts goes in for it. Emerson sends it off the boards. Two Wildcats there, but can't come up with it. Pass across off of Crowley's skate. Can't take possession cleanly. It's fired back down. Back forward is the lead of the Jets. He curls behind his net. Plays it up the boards. Just does get to Crowley. Crowley trying to gain ahead of Steven McTeddy on him. He'll regain possession and fire it in. Jets all had to stop up at the blue line, so no forecheck there. That puck's rimmed off the boards and it ends up hitting the official. Turned over to the Jets. That pass doesn't quite reach its target as Lee was in front. Jam play at the side. And the referee blows it down really quickly as the puck was never, ever covered in that scenario. Witter got to the post, but the puck never actually did make it to the net. It was just on the side. Nonetheless, the referee lost sight of the puck. Off scrum, comes free, chipped into the center area for McCray. McCray with the Wildcats, back the other way, down low. McIntyre absolutely labels him as he curls up. Cameron McCray came down the wing, and just as McIntyre decided to lay the body, McCray curls up, and it's definitely going to be a penalty. Just wait to see what the call is going to be. Good to see McRae is back on his skates and back to the bench. Hopefully he's okay. Penalty's going to be 2 minutes for boarding on number 4 McIntyre on the Jets. Wildcats with a golden opportunity to take the lead. 9:34. Ross scrambled, but comes free from Nickerson. They'll put it back to the point. Quick shot on goal. Glove down by that. Restart, quick shot towards the goal, stop all of that. Rebound fired over the goal and over the boards. Quick chances on face-off. That leads to the and Green combined to win that battle. Wildcats look to set things up now. There's Green. Plays to the half wall, but that's out of the reach of its target. Nickerson comes in. Gathers it up, and it'll be battled outside the line by Black and takes a couple of healthy slashes along the way. Now headman to Gambin. Gambin through the neutral zone. Just gains the line. Some back pressure from Simmons. Good battle there from Black. Puck comes free, regains. Gambin walks in, shoots off the line. Four rebounds there. That's turned aside as well. Into the middle, that's into the breadbasket. Off of that. Another great stop. Nickerson, I believe. 58 seconds left in the power play. Cameron with another one. That's off the post and comes back to go inside the equipment of the bag. Seeing my shot off the post. Somehow doesn't find it back in the net. Played across the ice, played off the board for the Jets, but kept in the line. There's Cameron, plays it down low, it's off the stick there. Landon, he battles his man. Cameron trips his man, and there's no call on the play. Wow. That is something else, folks. Phillips has a lane to bust the puck out of the zone shorthanded and possibly go on a shorthanded chance. And he's tripped up. The evidence is in his skates as the Valley Wildcats player's stick was stuck in the skates and the referees do not make the call. Usually when the stick is lodged in the skate, it's a dead giveaway, but the referees allow it to play on. Wildcats still on the power play for the next 22 seconds. They'll break things out of their own zone. Coming with speed. Dropped off at the line. Cross-ice speed. Knocked away by Ward. They'll fire it down the ice. Phillips in pursuit with Gambin there. Gambin wards him off nicely. And there are only 4 seconds left in the McIntyre penalty. Gambin dragging the puck through the neutral zone and dumped in. It's going to be an offside call on the Wildcats. The pass just gets through to Morrison. Morrison chips it ahead and knocks his man down at the line. Big body of Morrison out there. Casher Morrison knocking guys down. Loose puck comes free. Shot wide in the front post. Laid up the wing. Knocked into the air there by Ward. Quick pass by McIntyre. Doesn't reach the intended target. Icing's waved off as Gambin could have played that one easily. Pass up the wing. Nickerson's pass. Headman. Deflected by Curl and Simmons. Late hit in the corner, but nothing is called. Just sent back down again. McIntyre plays it off the boards. Hit to the line, and that will come out. Team's just playing catch here with dump-ins, unfortunately. Banks tries to play it into the middle, and that connects into the play. Good to see him back out there. Offside at the line if Phillips doesn't bring it back in, but he does. So they tag up, they're good to go. That's off the skate of Lee. Jets come back the other way quickly. Lee curls to the middle, walks in, shoots, rebounds there, shoots. Oh, he misses the goal. First shot was blocked in front. Rebound came right back to him, but he couldn't find it. Couldn't find the net. Good play there at center. Back the other way by Butters into the middle. No one there for the Jets. Pass on feed to McRae. He takes it and fires it in. McIntyre will gain it for the Jets. His pass to Crawley at center connects. He'll dump it ahead. Just off the stick there. Okay. And he'll be sent back down inside the Jets zone. McIntyre McIntyre gets the puck in there. LeBlanc off the boards and out. Loose puck gathered up. Jets centering pass. Shot just wide of the post by Crawley. He takes the one-timer. Great setup down low. But the Jets just couldn't find the back of the net. High sticking will be the call as that's knocked out of the air by the Wildcats. Face off deep inside their zone. 5:09 left on the clock. Great chance from Hudson Crawley to give the Jets a 4-3 lead. He just missed the post. One-timer. Off the restart, here's Terry with it. Room to skate through the neutral zone. Gains the line. Tries to take it across. That's shut down by Pemberton. Pemberton hands it to McDonald. McDonald can't get it any further than that. Terry with it again at center. Drops it there for Nickerson. Nickerson gains the line. Takes the shot. Drops it back to Terry. Terry's shot. That's high and well over the goal. Back in low. Laid down the ice. It's going to be an icing call as soon as Ringette goes back to touch up. .4:30 left in the third period. Wildcats 3, Jets 3. It's actually hard to believe it's only 3-3 with only chances and power plays that this game has seen. That and Winter play great between the pipes. Top angle shot, and that's turned aside by the back. Face off under the boards. McIntyre fires it high off the boards, and that'll reach the ceiling and a play. McIntyre gains possession again, goes behind the goal, trying to ward off his check. Lays his man into the corner. That's dug out. Straight to the line. Ringette keeps it in. That's blocked in front by McIntyre. Into the corner. Possession regained. That's off the stick of McIntyre. And Phillips has it for the Jets now. Back the other way over the line. Tries to go wide. Cuts up. Loses his balance. Sweeps it to the front of the net. Morrison tries to jam play. Rebounds there. And it's turned aside by Witter. Ashton Morrison has been all around it, especially in this third period. Throwing the body, making some nice passes, and almost jammed that one in at the side of the goal. Black has it off the restart, takes a shot off the body, and that'll be out to center. Nickerson got in the way of that one. McIntyre gains the line, fires it back down. Puck's left there. Dickerson tries to get it by his man. Turned over into the middle. Spinning pass over to an open corner by Morrison. Phillips tries to battle his man. Stoddard. Stoddard gets it over to the corner. Morrison forechecking there, but his man rolls off. And quickly come back the other way into the middle. Dropped off there, but taken away by Phillips. Phillips looking for some options. He'll play it ahead, but can't find the stick of Morrison. And he's sent down the ice. And that will be an icing call on the Wildcats. .305 to go here in the third. Off the draw, it's sent down the ice. And that's going to be another icing call. Referees don't allow the Jets to go back and tag up. 4 seconds probably should have ticked off the clock there, but they blow it down right away. I said, right foot, creep, over, walk, looking around, stand up. Face off one, but the puck's played around. Butters in hot pursuit for the Jets. Lays the body along the boards, flips to the line. And it's a very late call, but the linesman probably did make the right one.
Dickerson gets it by his man and gives chase. He's into the corner. Tries to curl up to Pemberton. Keeps the puck behind the net. In the middle. Shot. And save. Rebound there. And that stops that too. What a great stop by Daniel Levan. Sliding across the crease. Wow, that's what it means. 3-4. Left here in the third period.
Puts it high into the middle, just out of the reach there of Ward. Ward battles the man for the puck.
Long, trying to battle it outside the line and does. It's just out in. Pemberton has lots of time. He's trying to gauge his key partner, and there's a chance here. Vance is in, he shoots it wide of the goal. Dangerous chance there. And here comes the Jets quickly.
Passing in the middle, but it's off the stick of Phillips and turned over just inside the line. Here's Morrison again. He takes a hack, but he'll fire it, and that just about hopped by Witter. Wow. Little flip shot almost beats Witter from outside the blue line, but he makes a miraculous glove stop just in time to save the game for the Wildcats. Face-off won by the Wildcats, flipped off the boards and out. Here's Curl with it. Curl head managed it. Taken away at center, and that's going to be an offside call on the Wildcats. Curl couldn't get it ahead. His teammate offside at the line. Green, I believe. Face-off just outside the Jet zone. Again by the Wildcats for the top. Cameron couldn't take the pass. He'll regroup in his own zone. Played off the boards and has it fly out to the neutral zone.
McIntyre gets it back to Black. Black, off the time in his own zone. Plays it back to McIntyre. He has to take it off the skate. Plays it hard around. That's off the official. Doesn't reach the target of Crawley. Turned over down low. Black does well to regain it. Can't get it outside the line. Here's Butters off the boards, and now it's going to go into the Jets bench. Another face-off inside the Jet zone. Minute, 8 seconds left here in the third period. Face-off deep inside the Jet zone. After what scrambly shift there. McIntyre with it behind the goal. Spins back the other way. Lays it off the boards. Pass connects with Butters. Butters pass into the middle. Just does get through, but off the stick of Lee. That's flipped high and out of play by the Wildcats. And out. Just outside. The Wildcat zone here. Off the draw, LeBlanc fires it into the zone, but hits the body before getting there. Puck's turned over, played up the wing, and slide on to the center. McIntyre will get the line and fire it back in. Wildcats with possession now. Over the line, played down low. McIntyre shoots his man off, plays over the line, kept in by Banks, I believe, of the Wildcats. Into the middle. Gets to the line, and he keeps it there. Chance here for the Wildcats. Shot! Oh, great stop there. Follow that. Only 20 seconds left on the clock, and that was a great chance to end it.
Wildcats played into the corner. McIntyre plays it off the board. Kept in at the line. Can't find it in the feet. There was Terry. Played back. Terry's throwing his body around. Dug free momentarily. Played to the corner. McIntyre has it behind the goal. Plays it high off the glass and out. And that will do it for regulation time. Strange goal horn there as it's just the end of regulation. No one hit score. After 3 periods of play, it's 3-3. We'll take a short break. We'll be back for overtime. And we're at the end of regulation here. Keep representing 3 Valley Wildcats. Heading to the 5 overtime period. 3-on-3 hockey. And we're about ready to get this kicked off. Here we go. Wildcats win the draw inside their own zone. Gambin back for it. He'll try to get things pointed in the right direction. Pass ahead. That pass just off the stick of McCray. He's got it there. He gets through. Pass into the middle. Off of the shin pad of McIntyre, but no one can find the puck. Loose puck comes free for Lee. Lee battles with the center. He's got a back checker on him. Drops it off for Crawley as he's forechecked into the ice there by Terry. And it's played back to Terry. Thinks about flushing him out, but decides not to. Pass across to McIntyre, gets to Crawley. Crawley, headman pass, just off the skate of Lee, and now we have a 2-on-2 back the other way. In the middle, Terry can't find the pass. He'll regroup for the Wildcats inside into the neutral zone and drops it off there to Breen. Breen, pass across, can't find it, into the middle. Phillips. Stripped at center, and Crawley's brought down. Bodies flying everywhere. Chance here for Terry. Terry tries to go wide on McIntyre, and a blind pass back to the middle. Ringette has it now. Shot on goal is wide of the net. Here's Ringette with it, picks it up off the boards, back to the point. Shadowed there by Crawley. Played across. Green with it, off of McIntyre's skate. Loose puck there. Chopped ahead, McIntyre knocks his man down, and Crawley has it now. He's at the end of the shift, and Terry knocks it away from him. Good stick there from Phillips to make sure Terry couldn't get to the net. Loose puck behind the goal, dug free by McIntyre. He gets inside the net, has a back checker on him. He's battling through the neutral zone. Just knocked off stride. Can't find the puck inside the zone. McIntyre hammers his man behind the goal, but the Wildcats with clear possession. Drop pass for Ringette now. Ringette regroups. Has Colton Butters on him. He knocks the puck away from him momentarily, but regains possession, does Ringette. Ringette shadowed again. Puck played ahead. Banks with it now. Drops it back. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Offside was the call at the line, but it's chipped out. McCray with it now. McCray of the Wildcats in his own zone. Pass off the stick of Phillips. Turned over to the middle for Butters, but he can't find the handle. Played to open ice. Passed up through the middle. Here's McCray with it. McCray with the head of steam. Drops it off there. Good stop by Levesque. Robin Green. That'll be outside the line. Offside is going to be the call if they touch it up, and they finally do. Here in overtime, Credit Union both teams have to be across the middle there to find a little bit more energy to get this one trying to get ahead of steam through the neutral zone and does. 2-on-1 chance here. Left there for Crawley. Crawley walks in. Big save there by Witter. And hard back the other way come the Wildcats over the line. Good shot off the stick of McIntyre. And that's going to be a collision behind the goal. As the net pops off the moorings. McIntyre and Sanders give each other a triple tap on the back. Sports is out there. Crazy game like this. Minute and 30 seconds left on the clock. Off the drop. Controlled by the Jets. Played ahead. McIntyre gets it to Crawley. Crawley's in. He walks in. He shoots. He scores! Hudson Crawley beats Witter. Forehand, backhand, and ends it in overtime. Jets win 4-3 over the Valley Wildcats. What a play by McIntyre to get that puck ahead at center. Diving stab. And Crawley does the rest. What a game to both teams. Thanks for tuning in to High Button Sports. My name is Jeff McIntyre. Enjoy this cold NFL Championships Sunday. We'll talk to you soon.